Welcome back, Nick Lenz's Comic Corner Classics as Non-Classics, episode number 942, and Doubleshot number 836. I got two more reviews. First up, it is All New Ultimates, Volume 2, No Gods, No Masters. This collects issues 7 through 12 of the All New Ultimates series, written by Michael Fefe. Artwork by... Who does the artwork in here? The artwork is done by, for issue 79, it's Guinness Maganis, who does issue 79, 10 through 12, is done by Alcar Pineda. Now, those of you curious about this particular series, is this the Ultimates, where he has basically the ultimate version of people like Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Giant Man, Wasp, Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, Black Widow, Hawkeye? Nope, it's a completely different team. This team was comprised of the Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man, Kitty Pryde, well, the Jessica Drew Spider-Man, who renamed herself Black Widow for some reason. I don't remember why she did this for. Let's see, Cloak and Dagger, and Bombshell. Yep, it's basically a teenage superhero team. Now, the whole thing with All New, this is one of several titles to use the name All New in their title. The only one that was actually successful and actually that's for a good period of time was All New X-Men because Bendis wrote it. In the case of this lasted for 12 issues and got canceled. The only book bit in this book was launched in the advent of Cataclysm, where those of you curious about Cataclysm, that was the event where Galactus basically devoured New Jersey and tried to devour the Ultimate Universe, which basically turned out to be a failure. Now, people have pointed this out, though, saying that, oh yeah, the Ultimate Universe died after Ultimatum. No, it didn't. As a matter of fact, it managed to survive for a good 9 years before Marvel ended in 2015. So yeah, the whole thing about the Ultimate Universe dying after Ultimatum is all complete bullcrap because people hated Ultimatum. Though, if you look at Ultimate Spider-Man, that basically went great afterwards. Now, in case of this particular series, you have also we see appearance in here of the Ultimate Future Foundation. If you're curious about these people, it's a combination of the remains of the original Ultimates and the Fantastic Four. Yeah, it's comprised of Iron Man, Falcon, Sue Storm, The Thing, Human Torch, Doctor Doom, Namor. It's basically, yeah, it's a similar thing though. They run out of the backspring, and their director of the Future Foundation is Phil Coulson, the Ultimate version. Yeah, that book was basically referred to as Ultimate FF. The book had very good writing, but my gosh, if you read that first issue of that series, you realize though, damn, this artwork is horrible. Look at this book actually had better artwork than that. Like, here's a sample of the artwork. It's actually not bad per se, even though it's a bit childish, but it's still pretty good. Yep. And the story for this is that, well, the old Ultimates just basically go around beating up people, basically doing regular superhero stuff, while being frequently questioned by, like, they got chastised by the Future Foundation for not having local recognition. Oh yeah, and the thing I didn't like about this particular series, they had no prop-based operations. Like, excuse me, in these issues, they were operating out of Jessica Drew's apartment for some reason. Yeah. I'm like, okay, who was providing financial support for this team? I think maybe Jessica Drew possibly is the only one. We also came appearance by Monica Chang, Nick Fury's ex-wife and the previous Black Widow. Yep. Oh, by the way, this woman also has since appeared in the regular universe in Avengers AI. Yeah, written by Sam Humphries. It's a really damn good comic. I highly recommend it. I don't know why Marvel canceled, but it was such a damn good one. This one, I kind of felt as though that Michael Fefe, it feels as though when you read these issues, especially you read the first issue, I haven't got a chance to get the first line for this, it kind of feels as though that he wanted to do more with this series. It felt as though this is just set up for stuff later to come, but because of Secret Wars, basically, it's from his plans, he couldn't do anything. Yep. But it's still an okay amount of issues. I'm going to give this book a 8.5 out of 10. It's an okay amount of issues. Next up is a much better book. This is Doctor Strange, Volume 1, Way of the Weird. Yes, this is a book I picked up at Free Comic Day. Collecting the first 5 issues of Doctor Strange. I believe this is Volume 4. Yes, first 5 issues. Written by Jason Aaron, artwork by Chris Bachalo. Tim Townsend, which I'm going to see at Comic-Con, he does the inking in this book. One thing you at least got to appreciate about this book is also another story called The Coming Slaughter, where the artwork is done by Kevin Newland. Yeah, I gotta appreciate though about this. We got like a 2-page, at least the first page is basically a loose recap of Doctor Strange's origin story from the pages of Strange Tales. Yeah, my guess is the reason why Jason Aaron put that there is some people may not be familiar with Doctor Strange, so why not put his origin story there? I got hands, and that's actually a brilliant stroke of genius, and of course doing the art style of Timothy Steve Ditko. And go Chris Bachalo's artwork. I got hands to Chris Bachalo. This book actually, his artwork fits this book. The story for this book is that Doctor Strange is running around with an axe for some reason. I theorized when I first saw this axe a few years ago that this might be the Executioner's axe. Yes, because, well, it's a similar looking shape, and I would not be surprised if this was the Executioner's axe. They don't specifically say where Doctor Strange gets his axe and just uses it for some reason, even though he has, well, magic. And it also sets up something. Yeah, if you read these issues, it's basically telling its own story while also setting up the run for Doctor Strange. Like, throughout this whole thing that, well, magic is... There's this group of people trying to limit all magic in the Marvel Universe. We also guest star appearance in the book by Dr. Voodoo. Yep, he pops up in here along with several other Marvel sorcerers, like Scarlet Witch. Oh, it's like a whole boatload. Even Damien Hellstrom pops up in here. Yeah. Yeah, whole bunch of them. And Doctor Strange also gets a new love interest named Zoe something. Yeah, she's from Brooklyn. Yeah, this woman possibly becomes his love interest. And those of you curious though, does Clea show up in this book? Yeah, she shows up in the annual. And she ends her marriage with Doctor Strange. Yep. There's this one particular demon creature Doctor Strange counts at the beginning, who's this beautiful woman, even though she's kind of like a long slave. Yeah, he comments that this woman is possibly into him. Yep. I'm thinking that, yeah, this is a guy who's married to a smoking hot woman like Clea, who happens to be the niece of Dormammu. Yep. Now let's see, where can I find her? What's her name? The new supporting character. She still kind of shows up in the book. Oh yeah, we also have Shaman from Alpha Flight, and there's like one other person here, and that's Mark Manico. I'm not familiar with this guy, but yeah, here's the other sorcerers that pop up in here: Dr. Voodoo, Scarlet Witch, and Shaman. Yep, this is them under Chris Bachalo's artwork. It's not a bad interpretation of the characters. And here's Doctor Strange's mansion. I gotta say, Bachalo himself does a great job drawing this mansion. It's a great look for this thing I'm saying term. It's really, really good. High praise Chris Bachalo for that. Okay, her name is Zelma Santon of the Bronx. Yeah, and the reason why she's here, because she has parasites in her hairline. Well, basically in her scalp. Yeah, she knows this when she thought it was a rash until she brushed her hair and these things start eating. Of course, he gets them off her, puts out of his own body. Yeah. But of course, the end of this sets up Last Age of Magic storyline, which comes right after this. This, of course, is very good. Good start for Jason Aaron's. Running this book a 9.5 out of 10. Really good. Yep. In case you're wondering, does Spider-Man show up in these issues? No, he doesn't. But Damien Hellstrom does. Yep, he does. Otherwise, that's really it for this particular review. Stay tuned for 2 more videos my dude site. Review newest episode of Attack on Titan and a movie review. Yep, which I'm viewing the 12th Star Trek film release. And you'll have my thoughts on that film when I get a chance to get to it, okay? But see you in the next video. Bye.